don't want his head to swell so that he will not forget all his lines of thoughts. Bifat Tolulokwe Fadulo is going to be taking us on a pleasurable ride to tell us what phytoscience is all about. Please, let's have some full screen reaction. Yes, our grandma has already started doing that. Mama Anka, we need more reactions. I can see some people right here, prominent ones. I would like to see those full screen reactions to usher him in. Thank you so much as you do so. The floor is yours. Over to you, sir.
I believe you can unmute yourself, right?
Yes. Wow, wow,
Okay.
wow, wow. Good evening, everybody. How are you? How is life with you at that hand?
Good evening. We are fine.
I love your outfits.
Thank you very much. I'm a Yoruba man, so I'm just trying to represent at every point in time, you know. And in case you have some executive appointment for me, you are free, just feel free. You can be sure I will deliver at every point in time. Wow, it's just an honor again to be here. I can say thank you now to Phytoscience Nigeria and Phytoscience Global. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the privilege. Thank you for allowing me in your space again today. So I'm here to flow in the rhyme, as to flow in the rhyme like we used to do. Don't mind me. Wow, don't worry. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I don't know of you now. Well, if you're not excited, just do me a favor. Look straight into the camera right now. Just look at just whatever device you are using on iPad, iPhone, whatever. Just look straight into it and just give yourself a good smile. Just give yourself a good smile and tell yourself it's not as that bad. So give yourself a good smile. Give yourself a good smile. Good one, good one, good. And please do me a favor. Please do something for yourself today. Celebrate yourself. You are still holding on, actually. Last year you thought you won't be here. Now you are here. So celebrate yourself. You deserve an applause for yourself. Please, can you just go ahead and give your round of applause for yourself? To yourself, by yourself, by yourself. Just give it to yourself. We all deserve it. We all deserve it one way or the other. We are still standing. Wow. We give thanks to God and His grace upon us. We can't underestimate that. But in all, you know, the grace of God is available to all, but we choose to take it. So that is why you deserve to celebrate yourself too as much as possible. Now today I will be towing my normal line and it will be educative. Just fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be explosive, it's going to be educative, and be sure at the end of the day you will have a right to give me a thumbs up. Thank God, I'm not sure Zoom has done thumbs down yet. They won't do it. They won't do it. They're not trying to, because whatever we do here, it's always a fantastic time. Now, please do me a favor. Well, we are 673. You can quickly buzz somebody. Do me a favor, check through the attendance, look at your prospect. Are they there or are they not there? Can just send a reminder we are live. It will go a long way. I can be sure if you have 10, 20 people into this place, let's just give ourselves a 20% mark rate. Then you can do the maths. So once again, thank you for allowing me in your space this evening.
Recording in progress.
So permit me to share my screen. Okay. Okay, God. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Glory! We go. The world is not changing us. Now, this will sound strange to people. We are used to the world is changing, the world is changing, the world is changing. But let's look at it from this perspective. The world is not changing us. We are changing the world to suit us. Let me take it again. Let me take it one after the other so that I can sink in. The world is not changing us. We are changing the world to suit us. The horse there is peculiar to human beings. It's peculiar to us. Wherever you are right now, I don't know the situation you are going through right now. Maybe you can just personalize it. The world is not changing me. I'm the one changing the world to suit me. The world is conforming to me. They are responding to the life that is in me, to the zeal, to the power I carry all around. Listen, the world is responding to the God in you. So you are the one changing the world. You are the one making things happen. The world is not changing us. We are changing the world to suit us. Listen, there is no problem. Man is created to solve problems. Man is created to change things. Man is created to be a creator. Now, whenever there seems to be no way, listen, it may be no way for some minutes, but guess what? Just a matter of time, man will create a way. Once upon a time, there was something ravaging the whole world, and we thought there can't be any solution. Guess what? Man rose up to the occasion. Man, there's no problem today. Now, if we can't solve it now, it's just a matter of time. There'll be a solution to it. The same way to whatever you are going through right now, whatever it is, just calm down and tell yourself, there is always an expiry date to every problem. There is no problem created to last forever. Every problem is meant to be solved at one point or the other. So, give yourself, guard up your girdles, tell yourself something is about to change about me. And I'm changing things around me. Why? Because I'm created to change things. In the light of this, can anybody decode this? 726. What does it mean to you? What does it appear to you? Thank God it's not 666. I'm not sure. More people will decode that one more than anything. 726. Guess what it is? Can anybody guess? Well, anyway, let me give you a clue. Today is the 26th day of the 7th month. 726. Of the 7th month, and we are in the 26th day. You know what that means? Now, I want to ask you a question in that line too. Where will you be in 5 years' time? Where will you be in 5 years' time? I got you. Woo! Yes. Where will you be in 5 years' time? Now, don't be in a hurry to answer. Well, I'm not expecting an answer from you. You need to answer yourself, and you need to be truthful to yourself. Question is this. This is the same man, 2016. This is 2020. 2026, what will the world be? Now, don't mind me. I love the fabric. I love the design of this particular cloth. I have, like, I told my tailor to do the same thing. So don't mind me. You will see it again in 2026. Well, if you're on my status, you must have seen it in 2020 as well, 2021 as well. But what am I trying to picture? How I wish I can do 5 years before this, you will run away. What am I trying to say? Now, this is during COVID. I took this picture during COVID. But 2026 definitely is going to be a better version of it. Definitely. It's sure. But I want you to see something. Take a closer look at this. something must change. Something must change. What will change? Something must give in, something must give up. It now depends what and who. So 2026, where are we? Where are you going to be? So when you look back 5 years ago, in your wildest dream, do you ever think you'll be where you are right now? The plans, the goals, the aspirations. In fact, some of us, we've so planned it out that wow, we didn't plan to be where we are. Some of us, we don't even have a plan. We just allowed life to happen to us. Now, if you look back 5 years ago, you don't have a plan, and you are here right now, you still don't have a plan. In 2026, if nothing will change, let something change. You having a plan for the next 5 years. We are changing the world. A lot of things are taking shape. Don't worry, I will show you a picture very soon. Do you even know where you were 5 years ago? This may be really hard to answer as we have changed so much in 5 years. Some of us, we are not married then, now we are married. Some of us, we don't know what life is then, now we know what life is. Some of us, we were fatherless only, now we are fatherless and motherless. But things are changing. Some of us, we don't have a bank account, now we have one. Some of them, we don't know where we will be, but now we know where we are right now. A lot of change in 5 years, and a lot of things are going to change. Unless you are really aware of what you want in life, you will more likely get bogged down with the day-to-day routine and the bigger things that just get tackled as and when they come up, if at all. The truth is this: you will just end up somewhere. Everybody will end up somewhere, whether you want to or you don't want to. Now, if you don't have a plan, whether you like it or not, somebody that has a plan will rope you into their own plan. And you will still find yourself somewhere. There is a place called somewhere. What defines the place? You do. You do. I'm sure we have been exposed to different things in different times in the past. Some we took note of, some we pushed aside. Now, 5 years down, they say, and they told me this 5 years ago. So what do we do? Not having a plan is a very reactive way to live. And it may be a 5-year plan changes order so that you can be proactive and take back your control. Now, there are some things that will happen that you don't have control of. But that is minimal in what you have control of. Create a 5-year plan and pay dividends from where you creating a 5-year plan can pay dividends from where you are and end up after a time. It helps to create focus on what your priorities are. It helps you to say no to things that won't help you reach your goals. It shows you where you need to change things. Now, listen, what I'm telling you is not what will happen overnight. I'm not telling you to create a 24-hour plan. We can get to that while you micromanage a big plan to make it small, to make it steps or milestones. But having a foresight on what you want to do helps you in guiding you in what to do. It shows you where you need to change things, what's possible, so you don't end up as overwhelmed and unable to achieve it all. The truth is this, there is not, you can't achieve the whole thing at once. So there comes a plan. It gives you motivation to get where you want to go. It helps you to track each year whether you are on course, whether things need to change to another course, and you can take control properly. And you are more likely to achieve what you want if you are planning to get there. Of course, there will be things that crop up unexpectedly. That is life. But on the whole, you can achieve it when you take note of those smaller things. And when the big things happen, the smaller things can overshadow whatever is about to happen. Put this in your head and put this in your mind and have a plan for this. I'm about to share something with you that the picture you are about to see may change. Well, I want you to have you at the back of your mind. What are your social goals? What do you want? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? Socially, I was reading a book sometimes earlier this year called The Richest Man in Babylon. One word struck me. He said, and I quote, he said, I have made up my mind to be a guest at the table of good things. Now, a guest there means as a partaker, not as an onlooker. I've made up my mind to enjoy the fullness of life God has given me. This life is sweet. We don't go chop am alone. We don't go carry am go. We don't go carry am go heaven. So whatever I want to do, we can plan towards it. You can plan towards that lifestyle you want. And I'm going to share something with you that will aid your plan, that will help you in achieving those things, sometimes a shorter time and sometimes in a consistent manner. Well, some of us here, in 5 years' time, you'll be starting a home. What is the picture you have? I remember growing up, I remember the kind of picture I saw in my parents. And right there and then, I remember some things I choose to change right there and then. And there are some things I choose to retain. So what do you want? What kind of picture do you have in your home? Now, I'm just helping you. Now, because whatever I'm going to share with you right now is going to affect every area of what I'm about to talk about here. Income. That is the Jagunlabi of living. What do I want from my working life? Now, some of us, we are approaching retirement age. Some of us, we are still far from it. Some of us, we have not even started life. Some of us, we still have long time to plan. So I don't know the level you are right now. Some of us, we are still working. Some of us, we are on board. Some of us, we are starting a business. Some of us, we are already crossing over to being an investor. Some of us, we are still at home mom. There's no big deal in that. I know stay at home mom that are earning much more than those who are not stay at home, they're outside. Where will the household income come from in the next 5 years? Is it going to be consistently where you are right now? If you are collecting 100K now, 100,000 naira per month now, imagine the rate of inflation in the next 5 years. Would that be able to sustain your family? Am I batting something in you that you should start thinking of what else to do with whatever you are doing that can be sure will sustain you and your family in the future? Oh, those are the ideas I want to put in your head, actually. Those are the ideas I want to put in your head. God is going to keep us by God's grace. In just a matter of time, 5 years will be here. What are we going to do? What are your plans for leisure? Even if na Cotonou, plan am, it is plannable. Even if na Ghana, it is plannable. In fact, some people in this country, in our country, they have not left their locality throughout their entire lifetime. Guess what? They are working. They are the hard worker. They are the ones that are on the road by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. They are the ones still on the road 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night. So plan your leisure. The next one that is important. Now, don't forget the acronym SMILE. Social, managing the home, which is about the home as well, income, leisure, and energy. Now, energy is, I coded it energy, and it means much more than that. Energy is talking about your health. It's saying, how will I look? Now, I showed you a picture earlier, and I was trying to say, what would 2026 look like? I'm considering creeping beards. I know some say, oh, what is this? You know, so, no, you know the way white beards look good on people like RMD and other stuff. Hey, I'm just thinking. I'm just in my head. I say, will I look like this? I'm going to go to be a fine boy because I want to rock old age, man, in style, in trend. I don't want to be that kuje man. No. I don't want to be like that. I don't know of you. What are you going to look like in 5 years? The truth is this: you can't but age. How you now age is what matters. The truth is this: we may not have the same strength you have now, but at the same time, you can keep your fitness even at that particular point in time. The truth is this: the world is going inorganic. Inorganic cream, inorganic food, inorganic everything. Whether we like it or not, we are coming to the reality. The ozone layer is depleting day by day. And whether we like it or not, it's affecting us. Those are the things you take note of. You put into your plan. If you are 55 this year, in 2026, you'll be 60. Retirement is quarter to, if not at that time. I saw a woman, a picture of a woman online recently. This woman was 83 years old, and the kind of acrobatics she was doing, I told myself, I need to be fit. Many of us, we are so much concerned about making the money, which is good, and we forget our health. Body no be wood, though. There is something I want to beg you to do today. Take time to rest. That time too, what will you be putting your energy on? What do you want to be doing for others? It requires energy. Oh, some of us want to serve Jesus. Listen, it takes a strong person to serve him. Some of them just want to be doing charity. Charity is not beans. It takes strength to do. It takes mental strength, it takes physical strength. So in 5 years' time, just sit down, picture yourself. What do I want to do? What are my plans? What do I want to achieve? There's one last thing to note, though. As I said earlier, nothing is set in stone. What you may want in 5 years may completely change in a year. I'll tell you my story. I'll tell you my story very, very soon. How in 1 year, what I planned for 2 years, 3 years came to be. I'll tell you my story very soon. For instance, you may not want a family yet. You don't even know your future partner. You are still ghosting, you are friendly zoning everybody, you are just doing like that, you are just freestyling. But life happens, in the price of freestyling. What you don't plan for comes up. And whether you like it or not, you have to man up. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not saying things don't happen. I'm saying no matter what happens, as long as there's a plan, as long as there's a vision, as long as there's something you want to do, whatever happens, you will always find a way to bring it in cohesion with what you planned earlier than not having any. So I found something that changed me. I had a 5-year plan. Something's happened. It was destabilized. COVID happened. It was further destabilized. And it keeps on going on. But the plan was there. I want to do this. 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 Not having a plan is very risky. One is risky. It is slippery zone that you are. What am I talking to you about? I have a plan. Have a plan A, if possible, have a plan B. The plan B is not to distort the plan A. It's to say that good, assuming in case of eventuality, I can move on like this. Now, listen, it will not always work the way you want it. But, man is created to solve problems. You are wired, you are created to solve issues. Now, it took some years to change some things. We all grew up used to this kind of typewriter. In a particular year, it was raining. 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, with plan and everything. This typewriter is now an antique. This is raining. I'm sure some of us are using a laptop right now. Imagine before now, if you have to see me, you have to come to a cinema, you have to come to a physical meeting. But now, all over the world, we can just log in, see whatever we want to see, and have a meeting together without necessarily going anywhere, because things are paving. Vision is key for you. Now, look at cars. Let me tell you something. Once upon a time, I'm sure many of us will lend car with manual. Now you now build your you've built the muzzle in you know some gears before they can enter, you have to match. Hey, Some of us, the reason for our calf muzzle is not because we are carrying weights. It's a kind of car we've been throwing gear. You match clutch. You match clutch, you depress gear, you move on. Right now, things are changing. The first time I enter a car, don't mind my bushness, and my friend just pressed a particular button, start. That was some years ago. And I was like, where is the key? He said that, Sebi, you can see that the car is starting. I couldn't laugh at myself that day, because things are changing actually. Last week, I'm not sure if you're conversant with the news. Somebody was in space in less than 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Somebody was in space in 4 minutes. You know what that means? Well, you can just go Bezos and his son. Bezos and his son, what happened last week? They traveled to space and they came back. And they came back. The same way goes to technology is changing. Guess what? Medically also, things are changing. Once upon a time, we are used to big capsules like this. We are used to different kind of medication, but things are changing in the world and even in medical profession. The organs of the body, now they are changing by aging. They are growing weaker by the day. Every part of the body is controlled by organs. There is need for them to be rejuvenated. Hence why you are here today, to understand what is going on. The body system is working. The circulatory system, the nervous, all of them, they're working together to keep you in shape. But there's something they cannot do. They cannot rejuvenate each other. They are meant to work in synergy. So everything must work as it ought to work. So what are we now talking about? I mentioned 5 years earlier. What is the way to look younger in 5 years? Listen, you need to be alive. You need to be fit to fulfill your plans and purpose for 5 years. The way forward is no other way than stem cells. Stem cells. In 5 years' time, people will come to know about this more. Between now and now, they are coming to know more because you are here today. I'm sure you will go, you will tell somebody about it today, after today. What do they do? What are stem cells? Stem cells are the special cells called mother cells with the power to produce new cells that transform into any tissue or in your body. What does that mean? There's something in the body created to create cells. We all know cell is the basic unit of life. So something is designed to create, to birth them. Stem cells are the foundation of every organ and tissue in the body. It can renew, make a copy, and differentiate, develop into more specialized cells. So that means you can look into 5 years. Perhaps you see the wrinkled you, the aged you, and you can say, good, let me slow down the aging process. Now, this is where this is becoming very important. Everybody has stem cells. Everybody uses stem cells. Stem cells die and degenerate due to age, environmental factors, and illnesses. It's not because they plan to, but because of what we are exposed to. In a place of where we live, oh, you can say, well, I'm so cute, I take care of everything. But somebody's consuming fumes around you. You also are consuming fumes. Everyday radiation, we are exposed to them. Digitally, manually, we are exposed to them. So all these things come into our body, makes the stem cells in our body to die or to degenerate. And what does that mean? They are not functioning as they ought to function. So what do we need to do? We need to deliberately nourish and regenerate them. So we need to regenerate. Now look at this. Plant stem cells are ultimately undifferentiated cells located in the main stems of plants. It serves at the origin of plant vitality as they maintain themselves while providing a steady supply of precursor cells to form differentiated tissues and organs. Plant stem cell has now been proven to help in reversing the effect of aging and has shown promising results since the initial study and development of stem cell. You can just take this particular article number down and go ahead and Google it. And I'll be introducing you to some product, to a particular company that has done a lot when it comes to introduction of plant stem cell into human and what they've achieved. Mobile biochemistry is sometimes discovered a particular apple. Sometimes they go discover a particular apple, a rare century Swiss apple, and discover that this particular apple is different from every kind of apple, that it has the capacity to recreate, just like we have the human body too. And then now further researched by introducing 0.1 concentration into human beings and discovered that it has the capacity to regenerate 80% stem cells in the human body. That is wow, 80% stem cells. So that means a concentration of that, just 80% stem cells in your body are rejuvenated. Those who are dead are given life. Those who are weak are made alive. They now partner with a particular company called Phytoscience. after this discovery, they did this discovery, and so good. There is a way we can make this particular research or this particular product go viral, go around, so that people can take hold of it and rejuvenate themselves. So in 2012, the Phytoscience company was started in Malaysia, and they come together. That means they come together as a partnership in 2012. Mibo Biochemistry and Phytoscience. So what do they do to make double stem cell trypsin available to as many people? Now, they are packaged in product form. I'll be mentioning this product to you as soon as possible for you to have a hang of them and see what they can do. These are our products. The 7 products, the 7 wonders of the world. All of them are doing wonders and are getting a lot of things done, helping people to live. Now, the double stem cell and crystal cell. If you can see my hand, both of them are here. Double stem cell and crystal cell, this is what they look like. They are specific. They are the major ingredient or the major product with cells rejuvenation. They help in speeding up healing processes, prevent premature aging, skin lightening, and pigment control. What does that mean? That means whatever is wrong with any part of now, we always say this now, every organ in the body, for them to function well, they need the functionality, the full functionality of the cells. Combination of cells are tissues, combination of tissues becomes organ. So if anything is wrong with any organ in the body, what we need to do is to trace it back to the cell and rejuvenate. Once we can solve from the cell level, we can solve the organ issue. That is the responsibility, that is the work of the crystal cell and the double stem cell. Now, this is not the regular type of thing. In fact, we always say they are not drugs. They stand in a class of their own, a class of stem cells. They are not supplements, though. They are stem cells. The ingredients basically are the apple and the grape stem cell put together. Now, why I say that they are not the normal type of medication? Most time we know that we use medication underneath the tongue. And I mean, they are just orally, we just put in the mouth, we just swallow. But these ones are sublingually applied. What does it mean? They are powdery in nature, they are sachet like this. You take it, you cut it, and you pour it underneath your tongue. Allow it to dissolve. After dissolving, you can now drink water. After dissolving, you cannot. Now, this will help. I've seen this help a lot of issues, solve a lot of diseases in the body, a lot of illnesses. This is a go-to in rejuvenation of cells. Just do not feel fault. Anything that has to do with gastrointestinal issues is a good to go to. It contains the snow algae and chlorophyll. The snow algae chlorophyll. Now, what does this do? Now, I can't be listing all of them more and more because of my time, but this is a good go-to. Now, if you know anybody that is suffering from sickle cell anemia, we've had results, we've had testimonies of people using our product. Once upon a time, some of them, they are SS. Now, some of them, they are AA. Some of them changed to AA. I heard a story sometimes 2 weeks ago, somebody that was SAS, using this product, went back for a test after like 6 months and discovered that his AS has turned to AA. Now, why is that possible? Because this works directly with the cells with the blood to cleanse any kind of cells that are not regularly shaped. Not regularly shaped. So they help them now. For those who are sickle cell, that means that cells are sickle, it flushes out the sickle one and help them to create the healthy cells that are circular in nature. So that anytime there is cell formation, instead of them interlocking to cause crisis, there is a smooth cell formation, cell multiplication, and it can flow easily into the body. So if you're anyone fighting depression, this is a good go-to at any point in time. It helps weight loss, and it's very good when it comes to cleansing the body. It's a very good detoxifier. We always recommend this alongside with either the double stem cell or the crystal cell or both to effect change in a particular body. Now, this is actual plus. This is no sorry. The snuffing forth is a water therapy. That means you take the sachet and pour it into water, into a glass of water. After which you stir and you sip, enjoy it. Don't be in a hurry. This is not agbo. No, just sip it and allow it to do its work. Now we have the actual plus. That word plus inside is plus. Now this is a product that has 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. So that means all your fruity need, all your vegetable needs is packed into one bottle. This is very good for regeneration of the whole body system. We have seen a lot of people with diabetics going free with this. So if you know anybody that is diabetic, this is a good go-to. We can combine this with either the snuffle forth or the double stem cell, and I can be sure that it's just a matter of time they can be free of whatever is in them. And it helps in boosting your immune system. That is what fruits do actually, most of the time. Doctors will tell you, eat fruits, eat vegetables. Now you have it in a bottle. Drops of it. Now, if you just want to maintain your immunity, 5 drops 3 times daily will keep you fitted, will keep you immune. Now, if you are already managing a particular disease or illness, 10 drops 3 times daily will help you in recovering in a faster way. The next one is IIQ. Wow, beautiful one like that. So beautiful. It's good for you, for the brain, and for the eyes. It helps you. Your brain power is like it helps you with turbocharging. I started using it some days ago, and I had to do some things mentally today. I was just amazed. I was like, wow, the way I was just connecting the dots wowed me personally. I just said, wow, something is up. I just remember, oh, Tolu, you started using this. It relieves stress. If you're in Lagos, you need it. If you're out of Lagos, if you're in the air, you need it. If you're under the land, you need it. In the sea, there is stress everywhere. You need it, and it is available right now. You can get it in different shapes, in at least from the office in Nigeria, and it's going to be available to you too. Now, this also is also children too can use it as well. Children too can use it as well. So now, if you know, now I have a lot of children nowadays that from age 7, 8, 9, you surprise that they are prone to start using glasses. 2 things is responsible. Number 1, the kind of blue rays we are exposed to with our phone, almost all of them are on gadgets now. Give a 2-year-old a tab, he will know where to get to game. Give them, and everybody, we are exposed to that now in the mode of trying to get them quiet or to keep them busy. Many of us are using, oh, take my phone, play. But at the same time, we are forgetting the fact that it is the emissions, the rays, the blue rays that are coming from all the devices. Once upon a time, our television is a box form. Now we now have OLED, we now have LED. All those things have a way of affecting the eyes. So this is a good go-to to help. This product is designed for that, to help that. Okay. So it helps to reduce anxiety. Now, you can see that I've mentioned anxiety before when I was talking about the snuffle forth. I've mentioned anxiety when I was talking about the double stem cell. That means all our products can work together, should work together. Listen, they have stem cells from plants. They don't have side effects. You can use them I'm using all of them. Anyway, you get to know more about the others very soon because of our time. I'm really watching my time. Now, this particular set of products, oh, how do you take it? Sorry. It is in a jelly form. It's so simple. You take, you cut, and you sip into your hand, into your mouth, I mean, sorry. It's as simple as that. This one is on a class on its own. You can take this one after food. You can take before food. You can get results with it as much as possible. Now, these ones are the topically applied product. This is the Miracle Intense. You can see. Every home should have a copy of this. Every home. Even if you're not using it, keep it in your first aid box if you have one. And if you have one, please use it. Please use it. I changed clipper. There is this new laser clipper, something like that. And I took it to my barber. I said, "Oh, this will give you bumps." I said, "Don't worry, I have what can kill bumps." Said, what is that? I said, "Well, I have my triple Miracle Intense. I use this for aftershave, and I've never witnessed bumps." So, what's it good for? It really spots. Wrinkles. Wrinkles comes with old age. Don't forget your picture you will look like in 5 years' time. You have something that can help you look younger and actually makes you feel younger. You don't have to get wrinkled now. So if you know anybody that's already wrinkled, 80 years old, 90 years old, you can try this on them and see that how they become a younger again. It helps to fight free radicals, anti-aging, enhance skin vitality. It also has a way of numbing pains. If any, my wife had a domestic anesthesia some times ago in the kitchen, oil, for frying dodo. And I remember, okay, I have this at home. I just sprayed it. And you can, up to today, you can never know how it all poured on that particular part of our body. The Miracle Intense did that and is doing that. Oh, the H2O moisturizer. Small but mighty. Very small but mighty. What does it do? It helps in cells repairing. It helps to balance, it helps in balancing the pH level of the body. Now, why somebody now say, why are they not telling, it's sounding like cosmetic? The truth is this, we deal with organs. And if you understand, the skin is the largest organ in the body. The skin is controlled by cells as well. It's controlled by cells. So for you to have a radiating skin, it comes to this out. For those who are wrinkling at a faster rate, it comes down to whatever they are applying to their body as well. They need to get down to their skin to make it look good. So hydration, it helps in hydrating the body. It helps in restoring. Listen, you don't need any inorganic material or chemical. Those things are I'm trying to do for the English, are dangerous to our body. But this keeps me cool. It's giving me a better picture of what my 5 years is going to look like. Thank God I made this. I told somebody 2 weeks ago that how I wish I knew about this 9 years ago when my father passed away. What happened? Diabetics. And guess what? Thank God I saw this product now. My mom too was, but now she's free using this product. So these products are good and they are meant to make us to achieve the purpose which God has created them. Hello, I think I'm saying something. Can I go on? Is everybody still with me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm seeing some people are still logged out. Okay. Sorry. If you are still with me, can I see just a thumbs up if I'm making sense? At least clap for me so far now. It's not easy to talk, hope you know. Okay, I'll say thank you, Mama Slexa. Thank you, everybody. Okay, good. So now our products are certified locally and internationally. Now, please take note of this particular NAFDAC blinking. You can take note of the number. You can go to the site to verify if you are truly registered. Why was it put there? Please, if anybody tell you anything to put in your mouth, anything, just do yourself an extra research. Is this certified, especially locally? That's the number. We are certified locally. We are certified globally. That's our USFDA Food and Drug Administration certification for 2021. Somebody asked me this yesterday from the US, and I just sent this to the person. Go and verify. And the person came back and said, yes, he saw it there. And I was just glad. Good. So we are certified. That means our product is good for consumption in most of these places. Good. So we have the product quality liability. What does it mean? It means that if Phytoscience is telling you they're good, we are sure of what you're putting out. Some people tell you, are you sure it will work? Now listen, this is an extra assurance. I've seen the product work, I'm seeing it working. But they're not telling you they're good. Now, if you use it, there is an insurance that is covering you if you get it from the right sources, and that if you use it up to the tune of $1 million. Now, so far, I've not heard that somebody has come forward to claim this. That's because it has been working. It has been working. Let me share a recent testimony with you. This is just last week. Some people in this place, they know. And last week I was down, actually. I was ill and everything. And I was just like, okay, I'll get through and everything like that. And first day I was down, second day, to the point I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything. He told me, I just remember that, so is it that they are doing you or you are doing something? I just said, how can I be a member of Phytoscience and forget that I can solve my problem with what I have? That thought came to me in the afternoon. I just went to a pack of crystal cell, opened it. I took one crystal cell in the night. I took one crystal cell in the morning. Now I had sore throat. I have nodes all over my neck. I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat. I couldn't swallow. And I took it just twice. By the next night, I was able to, my eating capacity has increased. Now, the pain there has reduced. I was just telling myself, why do you have to suffer for 3 or 4 days before you remember this? Now, this is a personal testimony, not, and this is Tolu Lokpe sharing this testimony. I was at an event last week, and I was just recuperating. That was when I started this crystal cell. Those who saw me know that I was a bit fragile. At a point, I disappeared during the meeting. I'm sure they were looking for me. Now, Mama Softy, I'm confessing now. I was just like, I have to sit down. So I just disappeared, going to a particular place, sat down, put my head, because the pain in my neck at that particular time was so massive. And then I remembered I was carrying crystal cell. I just went to my bag, picked my crystal cell, used it. After some minutes resting, I came back upstairs and said, yes, let's go, turbo charge. Mama something is laughing. Oh, this is what you did. Now you know what I did. So that is it. This is my personal testimony. This is just last week. Some people here can confirm that. Now, why are we talking about this particular company? Different recognition and awards over the time that we can boast of, that we have seen. This is not audio. These are people saying, you guys, you are doing something, and we are recognizing what you are doing. I was in Abeokuta sometimes during the last 2 weeks ago, and the medical doctor said, now this man is a big man. He said, I'm going to join. I was personally surprised. Medical doctor big like he said that. He said for some reason, he said that something has been coming to his mind recently, that there's more to medicine than what he's doing. This is somebody that has been in practice for over 33 years. See that he has been coming to mind, so he registered. And I've been asking questions. And I said, no problem, I will answer. Now you can imagine doctor asking me a question. So all these things are there and available for you. Testimonies quickly because of our time. What you have done it, apart from the ones I've shared personally. A child with neuroblastoma stage 4 cancer, with the use of our crystal cell within 1 week, that changes, and we thank God the baby is alive. Look at this, look at the before, look at the after. These are not Photoshop. So if you know you have issues with the skin, my son has issues with eczema sometimes ago too, this year, when he was going to school. Thank God the miracle intense did the job. I can say that good. In fact, let me make you guys laugh. I gave him a copy of this when he was going to school in university. Now, you know when children are playing and everything, he now had a wound in the leg. He just remembered that, we'll be talking about this. He just took it and spread it there. The way the pain was numb was so, he said, wow. My business sense boy now start telling his friends, well, I have something that can help you. All of you can stain your leg. Per spray of this, I'll collect 200 naira. So per spray of miracle intense in school, he was collecting 200 naira. And the guy made money. Now he's home and I said, I should help him get another one. He's going to do business again. What am I saying? I've seen it work. I'm a living witness. I'm a product of that product. We have seen people with this is mouth cancer, and by the grace of God, we have testimony on that. This is heart problem. This person could not stand up bedridden. Ouch! What happened?
Recording stopped.
Many apologies, I guess. There's a little alteration or obstruction from BFAT's end. I hope he'll be back soon. He's just rounding up the product side of it. And very soon he'll be touching the other parts that solves the cancer of the pocket. So just sit back and relax. While we wait for him to come on board, is Mr. Fabian in the Zoom already? Mr. Fabian, can I? I will get you ready. If you wouldn't mind, just hit the second part of the slide as you're getting ready. Let me just emphasize a little bit. But when Mr. Biffat comes on board, we could now continue with him. So be on standby as you get the session 2 ready. Thank you very much. I also want to welcome everyone who have just zoomed in after Mr. Biffat started. I'm sure you're having a fun-filled day already and informative one at that. Very big welcome to our guests. We'll definitely recognize you at the end of the presentation. I'm already penning down some names. And feel free to please put your questions on the chats, if you will. At the end of the presentation, definitely we'll be able to attend to those wonderful questions of yours, so we could learn from you. And also, our leaders, please be rest assured that we'll be calling on you for wonderful testimonies as well. Is Mr. Biffat Fadulu on board? If he is, let me check. Okay, he's not on board yet. Mr. Fabian, I can see you're all set to roll in the second session. Over to you, sir. Lest we'll take too much time. We'd like you to fast track and give us the session 2. Thank you. Over to you, Don Fabian. Please let's give him some full screen reaction as he share his screen. Fabian, are you there? Fabian, you can unmute yourself. So let me make him a co-host. Then he will continue the second session. The time is really fast spent, and I'm sure he will be able to wrap up very quickly so that we can accommodate questions and of course some few testimonies. Okay, and then we'll welcome our guests.
Sorry about that. Sir. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know my laptop was not charging. It just went off. So let me just quickly tell you what it is to join and how to join quickly. The business side of the presentation. Now, there's our testimonies you've seen so far, and let me just jump now. Things are changing. As I said, in the next 5 years, a lot will have happened in this space as well. More countries are investing heavily in the research of stem cell. Now, if they're investing heavily, it shows they're good. It's just a matter of time. It's going to be a major thing that people will be talking about. I want to say this again. Everybody is coming back to stem cells as soon as possible, very soon. Now, you're asking what is it all about? How can you join, and how can I have access to this particular product? We are already in 51 countries and we are still growing. Why Phytoscience? This is a company that has been in existence for over 8 years and we are still growing. That is a sign of stability. We own our own building, different awards that I've shown earlier. The products are selling themselves. They are unique and they are efficient in managing things. The marketing plan, which I will talk about very soon, I'm not going to talk about everything, but I'm going to show you what it is to earn and how you can do that. Now, I mentioned something earlier about 5 years plan. What do you have for 5 years? There are different things in store. I came across a particular company, and in 1 year, my story has changed, and my story is still changing by the day. What do you mean by my story has changed? When it comes to financially, I have an improved net worth. When it comes to the kind of people I've met in this 1 year, things have not been the same again. In fact, some people I've met has also will become family, will become partners in different businesses, and we are good like that. Now, there are 11 ways of earning. One part of it is active income, part of it is passive income. Now, I will try and represent at least three of these in a particular chart I'm going to show you right now, what it means to earn and how you are going to earn in Phytoscience. The company Phytoscience employed the network marketing model to propagate the gospel of the stem cell, to make it known to as many people as possible. It's just a slogan, if one can reach all. And in the process, you will be rewarded for telling somebody of spreading the news as soon as you come on. Now, why Phytoscience is so unique? It's not like every other network marketing, whereby you have to wait a particular day in the week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or at the end of the month before you earn. You can come in right now and you can earn in the next 5 minutes. It's possible in Phytoscience. This is one of the things that caught my attention. That means there are instant bonuses. Instant. You are not accumulating weekly. Instant. There's some that are daily in nature. There are some that are monthly in nature. There are some that are yearly in nature. The purpose is at every point in time, Phytoscience has promised to keep you liquid at every point in time. Now, this is the range. Now, in this particular place, I will be introducing to you the packages you can use to come on board. I'll be introducing to you the cost. I'll be introducing to you the product that is attached. The product is attached to the packages. Now, in Phytoscience, when you come on board, the money you are going to use to register, there are products attached to it. There are products, it's like you are buying products and you are being made a member. So, and I'm going to also show us with this particular chart as well, the earning possibilities. And I'll quickly dash down. This is important, and I want everybody to listen. There are different ways you can come on board. Like they used to say, not be one way enter market. There is category for everybody that can fit you. Don't forget where we started from 5 years time. There is category for everybody that can fit you. To start with, the we have the platinum, which is the biggest package, and that one is we have the platinum mix, the junior platinum, the easy package, the gold packages, and the silver packages. At every point in time, you can find your space. Now, for the platinum, now people say, "Wow, how much is this in naira?" This is 1.3,600,000, and in dollars, that is 2,855. Well, let me just stay with the naira for now, and so that because of my time. Now, when you come in as a platinum, the company will give you 105 double stem cell. 105 double stem cell. And that is massive. Now, somebody say, what do I need 105 for? Listen, I've discovered in this business that some people actually, because of the degradation that has happened in their body for so long, we always recommend a 3 to 6 month therapy. It is a therapy. So it's not that you will use it today and tomorrow. Now, there are some instances because of body chemistry that we have instant result. But in some other cases, we allow the body to recover. Recovery may not be in one day in some cases. Recovery may be in 1 month, in 2 months, in 3 months in some cases. So that's why we always call it a therapy. Now, with the 105, you can do whatever you want with it. You can use it, you can sell it, you can do whatever with it. Now, we also have the platinum mix. What does that one do? It allows you to have access to at least 4 of our products from inception. You'll be given 30 double stem cells, 20 crystal cells, 6 crystal forth, and 2 Ultra Plus. And that one is at the cost of 1,093,000. Platinum, you are also already a platinum. We have the junior platinum H1 and junior platinum H2. The difference is the product you are exposed to at different point in time. In the H1, there is no Ultra Plus. In the H2, there is Ultra Plus. That is why there is a little slight difference in the pricing. Now, we now have new packages. We call it Easy Package 1, Easy Package 2, and the Gold Mist. Now, Easy Package 1. Now, this light blue portion, if you come on board right now, you will be automatically promoted to the Platinum, to this deep blue column. Now, it's not that they will give you product of the Platinum. No, you will be regarded as a Platinum in the business, which is where recognition starts. So, whichever capacity you have, for example, this is 612, this is 628, depends on what you want, and you can always get the product available. This package 1 is you'll be given 20 crystal cell, which is 470,300. Now, this package 2 is a mixture of 2 different products, the crystal cell and the snowflake fort. Now, we have the gold mix, which is 26 double stem cell and 4 snowflake fort. And we have the gold health. Gold health is 4 double stem cell, 4 crystal cell, 4 snowflake fort, and 1 Ultra Plus. We have the silver packages, which we always regard as the small or the basic packages. We have the 92,001. Now, the difference in all these ones are the products. Look at this, the 92,001, you have the 6 double stem cell. The 66,500, you have the 3 double stem cell. Now, there's a new package for the silver, which is the silver crystal cell. With 57,700, you'll be given 2 CC, and you can still come in and become a member. What does this mean? Whichever package you can afford, you become a member, and you can now get all these products at the membership or as a distributor's price, which may be lesser than all the ones you are seeing right now. So what does it mean to earn in Phytoscience? Let me start with this. I'm going to use 1 or 2 packages, and I'm going to move on so that we can understand. Now, with this Platinum, if you come on board right now, you get in touch with the person that invited you and say, I want to come on board, I want to do this Platinum mix. This Platinum mix will last whoever wants to use the mix for like 3 months or more. It depends on what the person is. That's some of our products you use once daily. In some severe cases, we sometimes recommend twice daily. In some severe cases. Now, with this Platinum coming on board, the person that is going to sign you up, instantly, once they type in your data into the system, the person will earn a direct bonus. Most of the time, it is 45% of the pairing point. In Phytoscience, we use pairing point to determine our bonuses. So 45% of 1,000 is $450. So that means instantly, at the rate of 465, you are going to earn 209,250 instantly. Instantly. You set the money in your wallet. So you are earning on, we call it first sign up or direct bonus. Imagine, if not imagine, what bringing 10 people of platinum. That means in a day you can earn $450 times 10. That is $4,500 in one day. As long as you are bringing them fresh, you will earn it. The same thing now, the development bonus is what we call the pairing bonus. We use an hybrid pairing system in Phytoscience. When we say pairing, that means once there is a transaction, a sign up on the, we call it the left and the right. Once there is a transaction on the left and there is a corresponding transaction on the right, you are going to earn this extra one. For example, if I sign up 2 people today, the first person, I will earn this. Once I sign up the second person, making 2, the first person to my left and the person, I will earn this at the end of the day. The day in Phytoscience ends 5 p.m. in Nigeria. Now, for doing the, for doing the administrative work in Phytoscience, there is also a way, there is also a bonus attached to that. We call it the key-in bonus. The key-in bonus is 3% of the pairing point. So 3% of 1,000 is $30. So that means I can come in and say that, good, my only work here is I just want to help people to be registering. Although most people will always want to register to do the registration themselves. Now, this key-in bonus is designated to whoever is a platinum. Now, platinum means at least you are to some extent responsible and you can able to minimize mistakes when you are keying in those things. And you are being paid to key in. And this is something I can do in 2 minutes. So that means I can earn $30 in 2 minutes. Now, $30 is how much? 13,950. That is some money. You can't finish suya of 13,000 alone unless you are up to something. You're in a mission, fattening room. So you can imagine. Now, let me assume this gold mix as well. You are coming as a gold mix because of this particular product. You'll be given 26 double sensor and first 24. Instantly, once your sign up is done, the person that is signing up now, it depends on the category. Now, this person has the capacity to carry, the person will be given 45% of this pairing point. 45% of 395 will give you 177 instantly. Then at the end of the day, it is falling in your pairing leg, you earn another $79. And at the end of the day, for doing this particular one, you earn another 3% of this 395 to earn another 11.85. So that means in one day, it is possible for you to earn over 130,000 naira for just signing up this one person. 130,000 naira is some people's per month salary. Even in some cases, it is 4 people's per month salary, and you can earn it from where you are. Now, 5 years time, you can imagine what it's going to be. You coming on board now, and everybody's coming to know about it by the day, and the team is growing by the day. Somebody that knows somebody is telling somebody that is telling somebody, and you can be surprised. Your plan for 5 years time can be shortened. That is my own story. That is my own story. So whichever package suits you, please get in touch with whoever invited you as soon as possible. In fact, you can pick your phone, minimize whatever you're doing, send a message. I'm ready to come in. I want to pick this particular package. Save at 2. You are going to earn. Come in at your saver. If you say, oh, this one is too much, let me start small and grow big. There's room for you. Bible says we should not despise the days of little beginning. So there's a room for you too. So you can come with a silver package of the 92,000. Then whoever is setting up will get 32.85 instantly. That is still some money. Imagine earning this with your minimum wage. Some people are earning right now. Who can do this business? Whoever, wherever, whenever. Whoever can do it. What you need is ability to be able to read and write. It's not a respect of any cadre. So why am I saying this? So that you won't look down on people. This one is, you can't do it. Listen, people are looking for money. The street is not smiling. Everybody needs an extra income. And they are saying that, good, this is a way to get whatever you need to get in a simpler way. So you can come in through any of the package and come on board. Whichever way, come on board. Secure your position. Mark my word, in 5 years' time, you will be glad that you joined this time, because you are already on your own 5-year plan when some people don't have. Along the way, you will co-opt them into whatever your own plan is in 5 years' time. Now, quickly, even if you are coming as a receiver, there is a particular promo going on till the end of December. Now, the company says that if you come in right now as a receiver, whichever of the receiver, whether the big one, the small one, or the medium one, whichever receiver, that if you come also, you send up 6 other receiver within 60 days of your sign up. 60 days of automatically the company will promote you to gold. Now, if in that means you now have another 60 days again to bring in 2 gold members or develop as a leader to help your people bring 6 people too. So if 2 of them is able to become gold, that means you have 2 gold in your team, then you also become a platinum. Is that not wow? That is wonderful. So that means you can start big, you can start medium, you can start small. Either way, start. There's something for you, and there's a package created for everybody. This is another one of the matching bonus, right? So matching bonus. That means it's saying that good, with even 1 person coming on board, you have the capacity to earn up to this. Just 1 person. Chocolates of 2. This is one of the ways, so not all the, just one of the ways of making money in phytoscience. There is ranking. Ranking is about recognition, and it also comes with you being able to do 1 or 2 things there. Now, 1 star, anytime you earn 3,000, you become 1 star. Anytime you earn 7,000, you become 2 star. Anytime you earn 15,000, you become 3 star. Then 30,000, 50,000, and it goes on like that to the highest rank, which is the crown president. Anytime you earn $1,000. Is it possible? Yes. Is it doable? Yes. Have I seen people do it? Yes. And I can tell you this story. Don't worry, it's a place to tell you my story. Now, it gets to a point too whereby, as a diamond, as I've said earlier, you begin to share the profit. We call it the loyalty leadership bonus, which is done. It used to be half yearly, I think it's now yearly, whereby as a diamond, as a blue diamond, you can get a percentage of the profit sharing of the business. Now, look at somebody's earnings in March 2020. This is March, a full month earning, 1.8. Now, look at somebody's earning in 20 days. Just 20 days. This is 2021. If you can zoom in, you can see the date. This is the way our statement shows in Phytoscience. You can see they are similar. It's the same thing. If you can zoom in the date, you see the date. So you can imagine in 20 days, 20, you can do the math. Now look into your 5 years plan. Look at the chunk of it. Look at what this will do in that particular plan. Some of us will plan to end this in 1 year, and you are somebody's ending in 20 days. This automatically motivates you to do the opportunity to travel along the in the process, because it is not only working, you should enjoy the money you are working for as well. That is why I love Phytoscience. At least I've not traveled yet, but I've been hosted to a dinner in a 5-star hotel in Lagos. That is something. That is something. So gradually we're getting there. This is to buy sometimes ago. That means there's a opportunity for you to go there. And now look at success stories. This is our Nigerian leader. He's a crown diamond. I hope you know who a crown diamond is. I told you, okay. You can see who a crown diamond is. That means somebody that has earned 500,000 in this Nigeria. He's one of the coolest man I love around. He's so easygoing. He's so always willing to help. And you won't see any kind of hairs around him. That's what Phytoscience do. So why are we showing this? It's showing that it is possible. Human beings have earned it, and human. Now look at this. Also the MD as well. This Marco Safo. He is also a blue diamond. I'm thinking it's a black diamond now. Yeah, if I remember. So things have changed. That was 2020 because things have changed. Oh, this is my Oga at the top. My ancestor. Eragbe Osman Abdullahi is a black diamond. I'm somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm his 1,000 generation. I don't know, but somehow he has been there. That what are we saying? People are human beings like us. Have done it and they are doing it. Oh, this is Mama. This is our host today. She's a black diamond as well. What? You can go back to the chat and know who a black diamond is. This is Alexandra Onyechi Boris Lexa. She's also a blue diamond and she's rocking and rocking. Now, guess what? All these people during COVID, people becoming blue diamond during COVID. It shows the capacity. Oh, this is Mr. Henry. He's also a diamond in the business. Mr. Ogundokun, human beings like us, easygoing people, wonderful people. The same thing, there is also a diamond. And this is who? Ah, fine boy. Now look at me this 2020, this 2021, the picture. You can see things are changing. I mean, things are changing. So I don't know what your own picture is going to look like in 2026, but things are changing. I'm still going to look as cool and fresh and this. If you compare that last year's own and this picture, do you notice something has changed? I'm now fresher. I'm now better. Anyway, so it's just a 2-star, but things are growing by the day. For further information, please get to our website and please get in touch with whoever invited you to this meeting. Listen, you can still make money tonight or you can still make money tomorrow. But in whatever way you want to start your planning, start your 5 years journey right now. Start your 5 years journey right now. It starts with a step. And the step is get in touch with whoever invited you into this meeting. And let's get this journey started. You can come in for the health part. You can come in for the business part. You can come in for the boat. The cup is yours. But listen, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your time. Sorry for taking so much of your time. And I'm good. I'm still within limits and we can take questions now. God bless you.
You didn't take much of our time. It was a quality time well spent. Please, full screen reaction for B-Fad himself, the man of the moment, the man that has transformed into something mind-blowing. Full screen reactions. Can I see those full screen reactions? Please just press any of the emojis that is being provided by Zoom. It's all embedded in our Zoom, please. B-Fad, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It was mind-blowing from the beginning till the end. I can just imagine how your 2016 is going to look like. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Wow, I know we have all been fed and we are fed up. We are well fed. Fantastic. Thanks so much, B-Fad, once again. Wow, at this moment, before I move further, I would like to say a very big thank you to our guests that stayed in till this time. I mean, I know how the world is now, full of ups and downs and all. Spending quality time with us, we won't take it for granted at all. And as such, I would like to appreciate AK Wakod. This is the first time I'm seeing this name, so I want to assume that you're new. You're most welcome. Thank you very much. Mr. Agbo, you're welcome, sir. Mr. Ani Uche, We cite you. You even came very early too. Wow, my very own uncle, my big uncle, Mr. Edoja Peters. I even saw you till the end of that mind-blowing session. I know you have a lot to say to us when we see. Thank you very much for zooming in. We appreciate your presence. Galaxy Tab, I don't know your name, but we are with us. Mr. Ikupolati. I hope I pronounced that very well. I'm sure it's a Yoruba name. You're heartily welcome. Thanks for making our time to be in our presentation. Also want to welcome Mr. Nene. I hope I got that right. Mrs. Joan, Mr. Neye, Mr. Obalola, you're welcome. Pearl C, you're well cited. Mr. Samuel Akin Williams, you're heartily welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight. Mr. Issa Lukman, Mrs. Treasure, Mrs. Sonia Godwin, Mrs. Mr. Owolabi, Mrs. Elebua. If you're a Miss or Mrs., pardon me, you are well cited. Thank you for being with us. If I didn't mention your name, that might just be an oversight. You could just chat and say you're new if I didn't mention your name. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. At this stage, we would like to accommodate just for some few minutes questions. So if you have questions to ask, please raise your hands up. Just for our guests alone. I won't allow our team members to ask questions, please. Thursday is our training session where we allow trend ambassadors, leaders to air their views. Because of time, we may not accept questions or comments or suggestions. I know you're happy from leaders. Please let's allow those that are coming for the first time to please unmute themselves and ask questions. So if you're a leader, you may just do well to raise your hand, put your hand down, okay? I'm familiar with your names. I won't allow you to talk, so better me. Okay, we have a guest, Mr. Agbo, I guess, right? You're a guest. You're welcome. Please unmute yourself and share your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I
Bless you,
am
sir.
new on the platform, so have been joining the sessions since Saturday, both the one done here in Nigeria and the one in Malaysia. I've been following development, and I want to thank everybody that has
Sorry,
made
please,
this
can we
possible.
stop the sharing? Is it Mr. Bifan or who? Can you stop the sharing?
Hello.
You can go ahead, Mr. Agbo.
Okay. So actually, I want to thank everybody that has made this possible, and it's quite informative. I was introduced by Bumi, and she has been handholding me. I want to believe that, yes, this is a place to be. Already, I have started talking to people about it with full conviction of where I am and what the product can do.
Wow.
So I recall when a friend in my office, Femi, introduced the product to me, and I used it for some time. I did not really pay attention to it. But after I stopped using it, it was then I realized that it seems that product helped me. And I want to go back. That is the more reason I came back. I'm in for business, and I want to thank everybody. The leaders, I really appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, Ma. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. So, Mr. Agbo, have you signed in already?
I'm doing that today.
You're already started talking to people. So you're going to be great in this business. It happened to me too. I had not signed up. I was looking for money, but I kept on talking and
I
talking
like
and
to take my
talking.
time whenever I'm going into anything, study it, be convinced.
Oh, you're muted. Please unmute yourself. Oh, Mr. Agbo, we can't hear you anymore. Please, can you unmute yourself? Oh, I guess the network is playing pranks there. Anyway, I'm sure you got a surprise from Mr. Agbo. He has not started, he has not joined, but he's enjoying the product and he's telling people about it. That's amazing. Fantastic. Okay, while the network, gets steady, we may need to go to the next person. I would like to call on, okay, Mr. Ernest. Okay, Mr. Agbo, are you there? Mr. Agbo? Okay, I guess Mr. Ernest is new. We would like to allow him to speak. Mr. Ernest, over to you, sir. You're welcome.
Hello, thank you, everyone. My name is Ernest Duru. I'm calling from United States, but I have a simple question to ask. My question is this: I want to know whether Phytoscience product takes care of diabetes. Because I have already, somebody introduced me to it and I placed order for it. I want to see, I want to get it from the horse's mouth, those who have been in the business for a long time, so that they can give me reassuring information about that. And then there is no side effect from the medications. And also, to know more, the reason why I came into the Zoom meeting today is to know more about it. So the main question is to know whether this takes care of diabetes and whether it has a side effect.
Thank you so much for your concern. I would like one of our leaders, our co-host, to answer that question for you. Mr. Fabian, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam. The issue of diabetes, and of course, we know the genesis of diabetes is as a result of the pancreas having inability to generate enough insulin that can convert simple sugar to energy. Now, our product is a stem cell that generates new cells of every part of the body where it is needed. So when it gets into your system, its major focus will not just be the sugar that has already gone viral in the system. It will concentrate on those areas, especially the pancreas, to generate new cells of the pancreas so that the pancreas become healthy enough so that it will be able to produce enough insulin that will be able to convert the simple sugar to energy instead of storing that sugar in your blood. Now, why this is going on? At the beginning, you may experience an acceleration in the sugar. For instance, you may run a test on your blood sugar and discover that it's not steady. But within your system, you may not feel the impacts, unlike when you are not taking stem cell. When your sugar rises, you feel it, oh, my sugar has risen. Because once the stem cell is there, it's going straight to on the grassroots. It's just like a cement. When you want to build a house, there is no part of the structure of the house that does not require a cement. But what we advise when we are treating diabetes, because most people on diabetes may have been on a lot of routine drugs or so many drugs before they come in contact with our product. We always advise to add our Snuffy Forts to it so that the Snuffy Fort will help to alkaline the body. Understand? Then detoxify toxins, thereby allowing the double-stage cell to maximally generate new cells of that area where it is needed. And by so doing, we see a lot of cases taken care of within the shortest period of time. Hello, Softman.
Yeah, very well. Thank you, Don Fabian. In fact, Mr. Agbo received a presentation from you and not just an answer. Else would have just said yes or no. Okay, I hope that was helpful, Mr. Agbo and Mr. Ernest. And talking about side effects, I would want to say to you, sir. Our products do not have side effects. It's 100% natural. Okay. Fine, you may experience healing crisis, especially when you take the product and you didn't drink adequate water. There's not enough fluid in the system. One may experience dizziness, or you could have some slight headache. So you are strongly advised when you are on our therapy to please avail yourself with water, as water aids cell movement. So it needs to allow the stem cell to function properly and move around those areas that are need for stem cell. Thank you, Don Fabian, for that expose. Well, I can see there are no more visitors or our guests' hands up. I only have a trained ambassador's hand up. I may not be able to accommodate that. And so at this stage, I would want just one or two testimonies to wow our guests, if that would do. Just two testimonies. Any leaders who has two testimonies, please raise your hand up and I'll accommodate that. Thank you very much. Wow, that's from our nurse and a passionate one that I've gotten testimony herself. I'm sure you will want to share your testimony, Lizzie Ofomi. Would love to hear your fantastic testimony. Please unmute yourself and share your thoughts. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
The testimony is making me laugh. I got it from a colleague this evening.
Wow.
Some months ago, she was diagnosed to be having tumor in her edge that is hemorrhagic, that is bleeding. And so, as a nurse, she understands what that really meant. And she has started having issues with her sight, and as if she's having paralysis of one side of the face. She happens to be one of those people, normal nurses, medical persons, we don't believe in some of these things, except when you are pushed to the wall and you have to use it and you have a testimony yourself. So when I went to see her, I condoled with her, reassured her, and now gave her a gift. What was the gift? I put two double stem cell, two crystal cell, and one snowfield fort, and explained how she will use it. She was somehow reluctant, but because of the type of relationship we have, and we are also in the same faith, religious speaking, she accepted it and started using it zigzag. So I keep calling and asking her, how far with your ex? She was like, she's taking everything, even the Oyibo drugs, she's taking it, this and that. I continue to encourage her to take it. At the point she said, it's the money. I said, what are we talking of money here? If they tell you at last minute now, you have to go to India, we will now start begging for millions. We'll not be talking of thousands again. This one I gave you is a gift. Just take it. Let's see how it will go. Each time I call her and ask, she was like, she's still the same way. She's still the same way. When she finished that one, I believe she started seeing some differences in her health situation. She reluctantly asked for another set, but at this time she doesn't have money. She wants one double stem cell and one crystal cell. The short of the story is, last 2 weeks, she had to go to Awolowo University Ife, the teaching hospital, and they requested for series of tests. Before that time, she had done MRI and some tests, and we saw how bad the situation was. But gladly, she was to go back to the hospital to see doctor today, so she had to run some other tests, repeat tests of what she had done. And she gladly told me on Wednesday, during the public holiday, that the tumor reduced. Let me just say, like, for instance, let me give you like 1 inch, but it reduced with 1. And then the MRI result now said it's no longer bleeding. So I clap. He said, why am I clapping? I should wait, let her go and see the doctor first. But this night, She called me from Benin. She came back from Ife to Benin this evening, called me to give me the good news that the doctors were surprised that she's improving and that they don't think she will have need to go for operation for the tumor. You can imagine what news that is. And confirmed truly that the tumor is not bleeding again. She also now confirmed that the signs and symptoms she was having on her face, the regular headache, has reduced so much. That's why she's calling me. She's coming back to Asaba tomorrow. I should make sure I get a product ready, that she's ready to be using it conscientiously now. I was so glad. So this one is the fresh testimony, not my personal own, because my personal own, let me say,
yeah,
it's old. But
summarize your own. Summarize your own. Want to hear?
okay. I happen to be born with sickle cell disorder. And so for 53 years, let me say for 50 years, because at least for about 3 years now I've been using Phytoscience. The first 50 years of life was not easy, even though I was growing. And then at the middle of my 40s, spondylosis joined, diabetes joined, blood pressure joined. And I was always having issues going to hospital here and there, being admitted for the sickle cell itself, in addition with all these complications. So when this spondylosis came, it became a more serious one because the pain now is daily. Unlike the sickle cell that can give you like a week gap, 2 weeks gap in between. This spondylosis was not giving me gap. It became so bad that I was almost losing my 2 hands. I did MRI and went back to see the doctors, and they told me the way it is, at most in 6 months' time without surgery, I will lose the hand. That was how I came across or came to know of double stem cell Phytoscience, and I started using it. After about 2 or 3 packets, I realized that the pain in my 2 hands were not as bad as they used to be. And even my colleagues in the office started noticing is that, Mrs. Ofomi, you are carrying your phone without pain. You are shaking people easily now. You can even do things with your hand. I say, yes. So, in fact, thank you people for observing it with me. To cut the long story short, the hands that they told me will paralyze in 6 months. I'm going to the 4th year now. This is the hand I'm still using. If you are seeing my camera, I'm using the 2 hands, as you can see it.
Yeah.
And I can also tell you that for the past going to 4 years now, I've not been admitted for sickle cell crisis.
Wow.
So life has been more interesting than what I enjoy in the first 50 years of life living with this problem. Even my colleague in the office have noticed it. They even preach it to people. Even when I'm not talking, they tell people about it. I come and meet this our colleague. She will tell you what she's using, that she's feeling better. So that person that asks of diabetes, please remove doubt. You will even realize that other problems that are in the body that you may not have been seen as problems, by the time it's being treated by this double stem cell going to different cells of your body, you will be saying, I used to feel like this before, I'm not feeling it again. Because I started using Phytoscience for spondylosis. But I can tell you now, the 4 major problems that at least I'm sure of in my system are far relieved now. I am a nurse. I'm not just talking as a lame person. Even from my professional angle, I can tell you I'm much better now. And I don't use my routine drugs again. That's the funny thing. I now stay only on my double stem cell Phytoscience products.
Thank you. Please fill this room with reactions. Don't be stingy with it. Even our guests are doing it. So please, leaders, come on. Mrs. Ofomi, I have a message for you, for the person that got the testimony. So please send our message to her that she shouldn't just only rejoice. She should spread this gospel. She's in the ministry of helping people medically. Let us spread it because she's meeting patients. Just as you're doing, tell her to do the same thing too. Thank you so much. We love you. All your contributions for the past 4 years now, we won't take it for granted. Just keep on soaring and shining. Thank you so much,
very much
Ma.
for the
Our regards to Daddy too. Thank
My
you.
regards to God first too.
Thank you, Ma. Well, we are wrapping up already. We would not want to exceed 10 p.m. We have just 3 minutes to go. I may not be able to take much. I'll just allow 1 minute to Mr. Obalola because I feel that you're new. I would like to unmute you to just share. Thank you, sir. Maybe you have a testimony. Over to you, sir, Mr. Obalola.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir. God bless you.
Yeah. Please, I have question. Can I still ask questions?
Go ahead, please. Thank you.
Okay. Because this platform is new to me, so I'm just trying to like familiarize myself with it. You understand? So I want to know, like, assuming I join, like maybe one of those what's it called? One of those platinum and co. What if I join any one of them? Like, and maybe along the line, I was unable to get anybody to register under me. Is there any other way through which someone can earn on phytoscience? I think
Okay.
that's one of my questions. I have some other questions, but that's the first one
Okay.
that I want to ask.
Okay. You're asking if you sign up and you're not able to get someone, what's going to
Yes,
become of you, right?
yes.
Okay. Well, you are in the system full of prizes. First of all, our company allows one to enjoy symbiotic relationship. You were connected by somebody. It is very possible that you may get some benefits from that person too. So I don't know how the future would look like. Okay, but you have already just gained a ticket, a placement for transformation. Anything can just happen. Just like I joined the business, I'm not earning from my own personal effort alone. Neither am I earning from what the people I've brought in has done. I have also earned from my senior partners. So we build symbiotic relationship. Now, let's say you didn't bring anybody. You probably, okay, may not get some benefits, okay? But you have opportunity to earn. But the truth is that there is no how you be in this system, but you cannot connect somebody. It is this. It's I would like call it. I put it. Let me just call it fear. False evidence appearing real. I've not seen anyone who took a decision to move this business that didn't get one person connected. Now, you cannot work in isolation. Once you come on board, the first thing we will do is ask you, what do you want to achieve? If we know that you want to transform your life in this business, definitely we will work with you. First assignment we're going to give to you is you having, sorry, my battery is actually going down. I hope okay. First thing is you having your contact list for us to work with. There is no how you give your contact list of, let's say, 300 contacts to your senior partner that your senior partner will not do justice to that. We are not proud of we're not proud people, but what we know is we offer value to people. Those people you connect with, the value we offer to them, there is no how you will not get certain percentage that we get connected. There is no how. When you come on board, you get to learn about the 80-20 Paretos rule if you don't have a foreknowledge about that yet. So there's no how you can be alone in this business. So trust me, you can never be in this system without having one person. So long as you're taking a bold step that you want to transform your life, and with the contacts that you provide, you definitely get people in your genealogy. Thank you. Sorry,
Yeah.
permit me just plug my laptop. It's kind of okay. Yeah, it's plugged. Thank you very much. So I guess
Okay.
that's okay.
Can I ask another question?
Please feel free to do so. Okay, Mrs.
Okay.
Ofomi. Oh, sorry, please. Mrs. Ofomi. You were trying to say something?
Yes, I wanted to say even if he's not planning to transform his life financially with this business, the testimony will preach him and bring money to him, because that is my experience. I just see
Fantastic.
my colleagues telling people to come and meet me and ask me what I'm using. And before you know
Okay.
it, Phytoscience pays you whether you want it or not, they pay you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your contribution from the medical point of view. Over to you, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I checked through the website. You understand? So I was thinking maybe I will see like where I can get the product. You understand? Like if I need the product for as a member, I was thinking maybe I will see addresses of where I can get it in my locality, and then the member price as well too. So, but I didn't see all those information there. You understand? So
Okay.
let's assume, and then also I want to ask, are there fake products? Are there fake version of the product? Because I saw online, because I got to know about Phytoscience online. So I saw somebody saying that there is one that is fake and something like that. So I want to ask if there is a fake version of all those products that you mentioned earlier on.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Obalola. Though you have succeeded in extending our meeting for 10 o'clock, but what you're saying is really very vital. I'm sure others will want to learn from that. Well, I'll start with the second one. The truth is, when there is okay, Mr. Obalola, do you know there is original 1,000 naira?
I can't hear you. Please come again.
You know there's original 1,000 naira. You
Yes, yes,
agree?
yes. Yeah,
And you know there's fake, right?
yeah, I know.
Have you seen the fake 750 naira?
No.
Okay. Well, you know, when something great is happening, the devil rears his ugly head. Everybody wants to stand out. In fact, there's so many companies that are calling themselves their products themselves. So you see some wonderful, in fact, very cheap prices, and you might be lured into wanting to buy it. That's fake. I've answered your second question. So the first one is you getting wanting to know if it's online and all on our website. When you click on www.iphyto.com, there are several menus. Even before you come in as a member, you'll see our products also. Then you could also ask the person that invited you to send his or our private link. We have every trend ambassadors have their private link. So just to make it easier for you, you get to see the products and all. But the pricing, you may not be able to see it at that end. Is when you're a trend ambassador, you have your own portfolio, you have access to it. We have some shopping malls where we do our transactions as a trend ambassador. The company does not allow people to just shop like that. Those are some of the traits of a fake network marketing company where the business is vulnerable. Those who they've put as distributors and trend ambassadors, there's competition everywhere. No, the company did not allow that. That is why you're not able to see where you can shop easily, even as maybe you want to become a user. For you to become a user, you need to connect with somebody, and the person, connects you to the company direct. Then you can now be a smart user. We don't have a retail shop per se. Okay, so pardon us. We are very disciplined to the core. Would not want the business to be hijacked by anybody that can afford to take a container load of our stem cells because of the efficacy of the products. So I hope I was able to answer your question, sir. So please do well to quickly just jump in and be a trend ambassador. It's a win-win. Trust me, you don't have anything to lose. If you want to know, sir, I came into the system with a big package 4 years ago. I spent about $500,000 naira there or thereabouts. But today I'm a black diamond. If you calculate 100,000 US dollars and above, you will see that I didn't spend money in the business. Rather, the money I made, I sent it on an errand. Okay, I only brought about $500,000 naira, and that was all I brought. all that I've achieved amidst other trend ambassadors that have successfully building businesses here, they did not bring money from outside to come and feed the business. Rather, the business is actually settling all the witches and wizards and all the I'm from Worry and all the logo biggies, that kind of a thing. So, so come and ride with us. You're not meant to be out there, you are meant to be inside. So I know you have a lot of greatness in you, and the world is actually looking forward to your contributions, I would say. So come and let's increase in the number. Thank you very much. I am not going to take more of any more. I'm so sorry. I have to wrap it up here because I wouldn't want it to get to 10:15. The time is already fast spent, and I'm sure you've gotten value already. I want to say a very big thank you. If I didn't mention your name as a guest, it is just an oversight, not deliberate. I want to appreciate everyone. I'm going to unmute you. Sorry, please. Okay, let me unmute everyone so that we can say bye-bye to each other. We are the train maker. Who are we?
So clear.
I guess it's on you already. Thank you. Thanks for spending quality time with us.
Good evening.
Let's see
This
ourselves again next
new person. You
Monday.
want to
All
ask
our
questions.
guests, please invite your guests.
This Olabi is the new. This Olabi is the new. Please. Say guest.
Mama, soft mind.
Soft mind, please. Can we listen to
Softy mama.
Just Softy mama. She said yes.
One Mrs. Owolabi is begging to ask a question. She's a new person.
Okay. All right.
I'm a new person.
You can unmute yourself, ma'am. Okay, Mrs. Owolabi, you can speak.
Mr. Nyonju is also a new.
Good evening, ma.
I'm a guest.
Mr. Nyonju.
Yeah,
I'm just a new.
Thank you, ma.
Good to have you here. Well done.
Yeah,
welcome.
Thank you, ma. Yeah, thank you.
Now, ask question.
Mr. Owolabi, you want to speak? Mr. Owolabi, you can unmute yourself now. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma. God bless you. You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. I want to ask a question. And the question is, when we join, like the person that introduced me in is Mrs. Kodri. Now, if I join Mrs. Kodri, are we working together as a team? Or when I register, they will just drop me so that I can look for my people, or we work as a team together. When we work as a team, it makes us to grow. I know that, yes, I'm under her, but we work as a team. Is it when I joined, they will not leave me because I will not say I don't have somebody to bring in. But when I join her, we work as a team. That is number one. My second question say that the first host that first take the chat, he made mention of 300. Is it my backup office? Is it, if it is not up to 300, to give them all your messages, the testimony, all over the backup? Like, how many people can I send it to? Is it up to 200 or 300 or 100? So that I'll know that, yes, I'll invite them to the meeting. Then gradually, I will make sure, yes, there be a partner. Then they will be under me or under Mrs. Kodri. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Please, let's give her some full screen reaction, ma. I love your passion. Thank you so much, ma. Okay, let me start with the first question. Well, we don't leave people alone, okay? Like Mrs. Ofomi, is your upline still in the business?
My upline is no longer there, but I have people who have adopted me as a daughter and granddaughters.
Okay, I hope I'm able to answer your question. You know, real life scenario to explain this. Okay, we when the responsibility of your upline is to connect you into the business. Fine. If your upline is not there, in fact, if you're working, you will see people wanting to help you. Nobody works in isolation here. We help each other. We are one big family. From Nigeria to all parts of the country, we are one big family. So you're not working to build your team alone. We won't even allow you to do that. You know, network marketing, you're not supposed to be stressed and overwhelmed. When you build your team alone, you will definitely get stressed and you will get overwhelmed. We are concerned about our health. So what we do is leverage. We leverage on each other. When we make sure you surround yourself with successful people so that we can celebrate you at the end. Okay. Now, the other question you asked was I can't remember that. Very vivid.
The backup.
Okay, yes. I think that 300 that was mentioned is about you having a list of people you want to work with.
Yes.
Okay. You can invite as many people as possible, ma. Feel free to do so. You don't necessarily have to bring all of them at once. You can strategically invite them so that you'll be able to manage those people you come on board with. For example, I have 5 guests in the Zoom today. I should be able to manage them very well. You know, because we are talking about, you know, eliminating stress and being overwhelmed. I know you'll be excited. Bringing in like 100, you can do that, but please ensure that you carry your team members along. I wouldn't have somebody coming under me or stuff like that. We call ourselves partners, okay? We have senior partners, we have success lines, okay? So we work in synergy. We work together. We earn from each other. Okay. I hope I'll be able to explain that to you. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Just I want you to have a very sound sleep, that you're meeting successful people who has this leadership attitude that helps one to build a formidable business. Okay, so there's no competition here. We complement each other. We don't observe parasitic relationship here. We observe symbiotic relationship. Okay, irrespective of the location that you are, we are there to support you, even internationally and locally. Thank you. I hope with these few points of ours, we've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that this is the place to be. It is 10:15 already. I may not be able to take more. Pardon me. There is another time, please. I humbly appeal to you. I'm not trying to spite anyone, but just to respect the time. Thank you so much. All the elders in the house, I thank you so much for staying in till this time. It's not really easy to have elderly ones. All the leaders, I also appreciate you. Let's meet next week, Monday again, for Trend Ambassadors. Our usual meetings holds on Thursday. So make it a date by Thursday. Time is 11 a.m. Thank you so much. I'll unmute everyone now so that we can say bye-bye. Yeah, thank you, all our guests. Bye-bye. I guess it's unmuted already. Yeah, it's unmuted. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mom. Mama Anka, thank you very much.
God bless you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Oh my God.